What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video on the alt account. If you are unfamiliar with this series, we go around all of RuneScape testing out monsters and bosses for 3 hours to see how much money they make per hour. We first made this account to achieve 77 Slayer to kill Brutal Black Dragons for money, and we achieved that in 5 episodes. We then decided to test out a ton of Slayer monsters, and we have already tested out many Slayer monsters and quite a few regular monsters as well, so if you're interested in any of those, they will be in the description as well as the Slayer series. We have now moved on to making this account a Rune Dragon alt account, so if you want to see the progress so far on that, check it out in the description. The way I choose which monster to test is based entirely off of what you guys vote for in my community tab. Last week, you guys voted for Undead Druids, so that is what we will be doing. There is a new poll posted now in my community tab. I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video, so go ahead and go vote for which monster you want to see, and also leave a comment with what monsters you want to see tested next. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. We just recently passed 6K subscribers, so thank you so much for that. And if you do enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like to let me know. Since we will be testing Undead Druids, I realized that I will need to get the best possible setup for an alt account. Right before I started this video, I did remember that the Salve Amulet imbued is actually the best amulet to use there, so I decided to do the quest and get the regular Salve Amulet, which didn't take long, and then I had to grind out some Nightmare Zone points to imbue it, so that is why this video is out a little later than it usually would be. Also, keep in mind the Undead Druids are in the Forthos dungeon, and the method we will be using requires us to use the altar inside the dungeon, and in order to gain access to all the doors and the features in the dungeon, like the altar, you do have to complete some tasks, and I will not be explaining it in this video how to do them, but you can look them up on the wiki, and I will leave a link in the description. Before we start, I will show you guys my account stats, and also, I did forget to record this intro before the video, so I actually did gain a range level during the video, so I'm actually 85 range at the start, not 86. My account has 83 attack, 83 strength, 82 defense, 85 range, 70 prayer, 72 magic, and 85 hit points. The setup I will be using will be a range setup because this allows me to pray protect from magic and take 0 damage from the undead druids because they attack with melee as well if you are within melee range. I will be using the toxic blowpipe with mithril darts, so I will go over how much that costs at the end of the video, but if you do watch until the very end, I do test the magic shortbow with amethyst arrows for an hour just to compare it. I am using the Armadillo helmet, the Ava's assembler, the Salve amulet imbued because it is the best amulet to use there, but you could use a glory, anguish, or fury instead. I also have Guthix D'hide body, chaps, and boots, Barrow's gloves, and the archer's ring. In the inventory, I have 2 ranging potions, which I may switch if the trips are shorter or longer, and I also have a ring of dueling to teleport to Castle Wars to bank and regear each trip, a skills necklace to teleport to the woodcutting guild, which is nearby, and a rune pouch with alchemy runes for the many alchemical drops that will extend my trip. Now I'll show you guys how to get there. Alright, now I'm ready to go there. I'm going to go ahead and use my skills necklace and teleport to the woodcutting guild. And then I'll go ahead and run north. So this is where we are. We are now on Zeah by the Woodcutting Guild, and we're going to run north up into this Forthos dungeon sign up here, where the exclamation point is, kind of by the ruins. And you're just going to keep running north. You could bring a stamina potion, but my agility level is high enough where I'm actually not going to run out of energy by the time we get there. And then again, you do have to unlock all these things, and again, this isn't a guide on how to unlock this, but you can easily look it up. But this is the door I will go in, which is to the south after I climb down. This is where the altar is that I will pray at continuously, and why I will not have to bring prayer potions. I'm actually going to hop worlds because this guy's here, but this is the undead druids, whoops. But all you have to do is pray protect from magic and eagle eye or rigor if you have it, and then kill them here. So I'll go ahead and hop worlds, start the timer, and then come back if we get any good drops, or when we get our first inventory. Okay, we're about 30 minutes in, so we're about halfway through the first hour. We've already made 232k and 74 kills. And now I'm going to show you guys, this is how I'm going to bank. I'm actually just going to go to Castle Wars, and then I'll just bank there. But I did want to show you guys, this is kind of about the inventory you'll expect on your first inventory. I've been alching all of the strength amulets, all of the magic amulets, all of the defense amulets, and the air battle staff, and that's why I have that stack of coins. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and continue this hour, and I'll be back at the end of the hour. I have just finished the first hour, and I actually filled up the inventory, so I guess it does take around 30 minutes to fill your inventory. And now let's check the loot we have made in 1 hour of killing the undead druids with the toxic blowpipe. We have made 571 KGP, and we've killed 142 druids. I'm going to try to click a little more often because they do go unaggro, they unaggro on you. This guy's actually crashing me, so I might have to hop worlds as well. But They do unaggro you after a while, so when they do that, if I'm not paying complete attention, I'm missing a few clicks every once in a while. I'm also curious if the magic short bow and rune arrows will be cheaper or with amethyst arrows. So I'll go ahead and do some calculations with the blowpipe, and possibly I'll do an hour or two with the magic short bow just to kind of compare it. I actually just got 86 range, so I'm happy with that. We're getting closer and closer to 90 range. We have just completed the second hour, just about halfway through the first minute of the third hour, and we have made 1.07 mil GP, and we have killed 276 undead druids. So we're making just over 500k an hour. Hopefully we get more of these grubby keys. They actually do unlock the chest in here, but the chest is mostly for resources and other things. I think the 40k it's worth is probably better than what I'd get from the chest, so I'll just sell them. I actually only got one, and I got it in the first hour, so hopefully I get some more of those by the end of this. I did get one Renar seed earlier in this second hour, and I hope I keep getting some battle staff so I can keep making good money. And hopefully we can get closer to 600k an hour by the end of the third hour. Exactly what I wanted to see. Another grubby key, another easy 40k in the bag. We are about halfway through this third hour, so hopefully we get another one before the end of the third hour. I just teleported to Castle Wars, but we have just completed the third hour. So now I will go to the Grand Exchange, I'll gather all the loot, and we'll see how much we made in 3 hours of using the blowpipe at the undead druids. Now time for the moment we have all been waiting for. How much money did we make from blowpiping the undead druids for 3 hours on an alt account? We made about 1,450,000 GP in the 3 hours, which is honestly pretty good, and we did manage to pick up pretty much all of the items when compared to the loot tracker. That means we made about 483k GP an hour there, which is honestly really good, especially considering we also got around 75k range XP an hour there. So if you do want to train and make some money or break even, definitely train there. Keep in mind we did spend around 820k GP in ranging pots, mithril darts, and Zora scales when using the blowpipe, so that means we actually made 630k GP in 3 hours, which means we made 210k GP an hour. This is still pretty good, but I would only use the blowpipe method if you want easy, pretty AFK ranging XP that does make pretty good money per hour as well. As promised earlier, I did actually test them out with a magic short bow for 1 hour, and I actually got 382k GP and used 316 arrows in the full hour, meaning we made about 332k GP in the hour. If you instead want to lose out on roughly 10 to 20k XP an hour, but also make an additional 100k an hour, go ahead and use the magic short bow imbued instead. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and found it helpful, and if you did, go ahead and leave a like, and also comment below any other monsters you want to see tested, and of course, make sure to vote on the poll in the description if you want to. If you guys do want to continue to see my content, go ahead and subscribe, and again, thank you so much for the support. Can't believe we achieved 1k subs in 1 month. We have never achieved that before, so let's see if we can now gain 1.5k subs this next month. If you guys want to talk in game, go ahead and join my Clan Shadowheart Blitz, and also join the Discord in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.